This is the Energy Shift Show podcast, where we talk about spirituality and how to live your best life today. All it takes is a shift in perception. Hello, beautiful souls. Deb here, and I'm so excited you're joining me for today's show. As CEO of the Harmonic Sovereignty Studio, my goal with the podcast is to motivate you by sharing insights and also take you along as I speak to knowledgeable people that I have found inspiring to me throughout my years as an energy medicine practitioner and intuitive guide. I cover topics that I'm passionate about, all things under my 3 pillars of attune, anchor, and amplify. Attune into your energy and your inner wisdom to gain clarity on what truly matters for your passion in life and your well-being. Anchoring grounds your insights with practical tools and daily rituals that support sustainable, soul-aligned growth. And amplifying, well, that elevates your impact and vitality by expanding your energy, sharing your gift, and creating lasting change from a place of alignment. Now listen up for this exciting episode to begin. I will read the disclaimer. This podcast and the topics discussed stem from my own curiosity and desire to learn and should never be taken as direct medical advice. I am not a doctor, dietitian, nor any other medical professional. Please always consult your trusted provider regarding your health and your wellness. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Energy Shift Show. I'm your host, Deb Sodergren. And today I want to keep it simple and super practical. I'm sharing a few of my favorite wellness tools, things that I personally use to support my energy, my body, and my overall sense of feeling great in my body. And just to be clear, this is not medical advice. It's simply what's worked for me, and I always encourage you to listen to your body, check in with your practitioner if you need to, and choose what feels aligned for you. Now, here's what I've learned after years of supporting high-achieving humans, one of them being myself and clients, in their wellness. Wellness isn't just about doing more. It's never been about that. It's about choosing support that actually creates energy instead of draining you. So when I say tools, I mean things that can assist you. They help you to feel more resourced. They help you recover faster. They help you stay consistent without forcing. And they help you come back to your center. I'm going to share 3 categories that I love. The first one is talking about essential oils. The second one, I'm going to speak about nutritional support and cleanses. And the third one is a wearable wellness technology that supports your body in shifting from the inside. So let's talk about the first tool, essential oils. I happen to love doTERRA. I've used them for years, and I use them because they are a therapeutic grade. So for me, oils are one of the quickest ways to shift my state of my emotions or my energy, especially when my mind is busy. This is how I use them in real life. In the morning, I use them to ground myself. I'll put a drop or 2 between my hands. I rub my hands together, cup them up to my nose, and breathe them in. Then I take my hands and I set them over my heart and I set an intention for my day. Now, midday, I'll do a reset. If I'm feeling scattered or like I'm having a hard time focusing, I'll turn on my diffuser after putting in some oils, and I'll pause for 30 minutes. I will inhale close to the diffuser, pushing it toward me, and then I'll exhale, and I'll let my nervous system come back online to being in homeostasis. Then in the evening, I use them for winding down. I love having a closing ritual that signals to my body, hey, we're done for the day. Oils can be potent, so use them as directed, dilute them when needed, and be mindful around kids, pets, and sensitive skin. There is a doctor that I like to follow. She's a veterinarian on Facebook, Dr. Rourke. She does a great job with talking about using essential oils around pets. So if you're new to oils, here's my best advice. Don't go out and buy 10 things at once. Choose one oil that will support you with what you're most struggling with right now. Is it being calm, focused, immune support, or sleep? And then build on it from there. Let's move on to the second tool. The second tool I like to use happens to cover some nutrition and cleansing support. For this, I love Purium products. I like Purium because it helps simplify nourishment, especially for people that are busy, building businesses, taking care of others, or just trying to stay healthy. When I'm supporting clients, I often see this pattern. They're brilliant, they're capable, they're driven, but their body, it's running on fumes. Purium, for me and my clients, has been a way to create a baseline of support. Like, okay, I'm getting something clean and supportive into my body for nutrition, even when life is full. So this is how I use them. I start out by using them for foundational nutrition, by adding one simple thing daily to support myself so I'm not relying on just my willpower of things to not eat. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm eating something, putting something in my nutrition so that it supports me. I also do them to reset during certain seasons. There are times when I'll choose a more intentional cleanse or a reset, especially when I can feel that my energy is getting heavy or sluggish. Here's what I want you to hear. Wellness doesn't have to be extreme to be effective. Consistency beats intensity. If you're curious about Purium, start with the smallest, simplest step. One daily habit that you can actually keep. And what I would recommend that to be would be to start out doing the green smoothie. It's the easiest thing to do. You can pop it, go with it, take it with you, whether you're traveling or just running around doing errands. It's just one way to put your wellness first and do that one step of self-care by putting that green smoothie in you. All right, let's move on to the third tool. The third tool is a wearable support. They're LifeWave patches. I love the idea of a wearable support because it's low effort and it doesn't require you to be good at wellness. You just use them. You put them on. And how I approach using my patches. I treat them like an experiment with my body. I pay attention to how I feel over the 30 days that I'm using a new patch. And I let my body give me the data. For a lot of high achievers, the biggest challenge isn't knowing what to do. It's remembering to do it consistently. So wearable tools help bridge that gap for me. And I'm going to invite you to choose one to avoid your overwhelm. If you're listening to the podcast and you're thinking, okay, Deb, I want better energy, but I'm overwhelmed. This is your permission slip. Choose one tool, one supportive oil to ground you in the start of your day, one simple nutritional habit like the green smoothie, or one wearable support experiment with the patch at night to help you sleep. And then give it the 30 days. Let your body respond. Let it be intuitive. Let it be in flow. Be easy. One thing I can share with you is these tools don't work the same all the time. What I mean is this. Say you're getting great results from using a tool, and then further on down in your journey, that tool is not responding and giving you the same results. What that means is it's not resonating in your frequency like it used to. Your frequency is shifted. That only means that your energy field has calibrated to a different frequency, and it's asking for another different tool. If you want help choosing what might be the best fit for you based on your energy, your lifestyle, and what you're working through, I'm happy to support you. You can reach out and we'll keep it simple and aligned. Send me a message with the word tools, and let's see what you're working on. Are you working on sleep, stress, focus, or your energy? I'll point you toward a simple starting place. I hope this was helpful, and until next time, remember to take those breaths. We'll call them a breath break. Come back to your center and remember, smile to yourself. Love yourself in the skin that you're in, because your wellness is allowed to be supportive, not stressful. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until next week, bye for now. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode and it aligned with your frequency and the goal of living your best life, you can connect with me at harmonicsovereignty.com or debbiesodegren.com. Check out my YouTube channel, Debbie Sodegren. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Harmonic Sovereignty Studio. I invite you to send me your questions or comments, or just say hello on social media or email me at debbiesodegren@gmail.com. And remember, a shift in perception is sometimes all it takes for you